Hello, Frontstretch family. We are here at Five Flags Speedway following the ASA Stars National Tour Sunshine State 200. That was a mouthful. I'm Chase Folsom, and I'm here with Reid Scott. Second ASA Stars race of the season, and Cole Butcher put on an absolute clinic. Did this race meet your expectations? It's kind of a repeat of last year. Is that what you thought we were going to see?
For the most part. I mean, I don't think last year was as dominant, but all in all, Wilson car leading most of the race pretty much was the same thing as last year. Carson Brown obviously had his issue earlier on when he missed his pit and had to go to the back, and from that point on, Butcher just stayed out front and didn't have any opposition because Brown had a brake issue, hit him, and took him out of contention, and really nobody had a shot, even a long shot, until Jake Garcia had some speed towards the end, and it was all for naught because nobody could beat Butcher.
Yeah, and you mentioned Jake Garcia. We had a late race caution. There's a tractor coming with a dumpster behind us. That might make the shot here in a few minutes. Jake Garcia charged through the field late, 17th to 2nd at the end of the day. Late race caution erased Butcher's 4 or 5 second lead that he had. Garcia ultimately chose the bottom behind Butcher and never could get the bumper to him. Stephen Nasse chose the outside and just didn't get the launch, and Butcher drove off to the win. But yeah, outside of Garcia, like you said, nobody really challenged all that much other than Carson Brown. One guy that we thought might be a contender today, and it just never really panned out, was Bubba Pollard. We've heard some different things about what was going on with that car, but either way, it was not firing the way that it should be throughout the day.
Yeah, so obviously he's got the newfound deal with Van Dorn chassis and making the move from Seneca, which has been his familiar chassis maker for some time now. And his car was off the pace towards the start of the race, only a few laps in, and came down pit road, got it serviced, went back out, but it was never really quite the same. And rumors that it was a spark plug deal, and obviously it made the engine sound kind of rough.
It was popping,
yeah,
over in 1 and 2 towards the end of the race. Take that for what it's worth.
But also, considering that he managed to score a top 10 effort out of it, wasn't an awful day. He's very much still in contention for this ASA Stars title.
Yeah, and you mentioned the ASA Stars title, so we'll kind of shift to the Platinum program. We're going up to Dominion in a couple weeks. It's not really a region that any of these guys are familiar with or race in all that often. So do you expect all the Platinum program guys that have supposedly signed on to stick with it as we go up to Virginia?
I mean, I don't see any reason why not. Really, the only Platinum driver that wasn't here today was Billy Van Meter, and obviously he's in that Van Dorn camp, and I don't know all the specifics there, but he wasn't here today. So we had 14 out of the 15. I don't see any reason why why these guys wouldn't show up to Dominion. There is a competing super late model race that day in Cordele, but simply put, I think ASA's got the numbers that certainly have the I think the better incentive program with the Platinum program. It's drawn more eyeballs to ASA, and there's a few guys that weren't here today that aren't Platinum drivers that may go to Cordele, but I think for the Platinum drivers, that's safe to assume they all will go to Dominion.
Yeah, now as we move into Dominion, that is a really fast, freshly repaved racetrack in the past couple years. And late model stock cars fly around there, so you can imagine what the supers are going to do. What are your expectations?
I really don't know because I've never been. I've only seen videos, but Dominion is a fast track, despite it being shorter than here at Five Flags. So I think that passing might be a little limited on the super side because of how kind of wide open it is compared to some tracks, but really can't tell just yet. And I think naturally whoever qualifies up towards the front will probably stay there, but we'll just have to wait and see.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, qualifying is going to be the two most important laps of the day, really. It's whoever starts on the pole is going to have front row. It's going to have a significantly better chance than everybody else of winning that race just because of how fast they're going around there. Here, there's so much room for a driver to make a mistake. I don't really know how to word that, but basically there's a lot of off-throttle time, different braking points, the tires wear out a lot. It's easy to make a mistake here. There, everybody's going to be really close and packed together because there's not as much room for driver error. So qualifying is going to be key. Track position is going to be key. I don't really see tire wear being much of a factor there. So overall, I think it'll be a good experience for the super guys, and I hope we see all the Platinum Program guys go. I think the Platinum Program is a step in the right direction for short track racing. I think it's something incentive-wise that we need to keep late model teams traveling and keep putting on a good touring show for the fans. One of those guys, Stephen Nassy, gave us some interesting words about the patches here at Five Flags. So for those that don't know, the Five Flags Speedway crew, they did a lot of work to this racetrack in the off-season since we were here for the Derby in December. They patched a lot of the holes in the track where the track had started to come up. Mixed reviews about it. I'll get back to what Stephen Nassy said, but did anybody specifically say anything to you that stood out?
No, it was kind of the opposite for me. Everybody I talked to said that it really didn't change things much. Cole Butcher said it was like Five Flags with maybe an 8th more the grip, 16th more grip, but those were the words he used. But really, other than him, nobody else said that it was too different, too varied. So Stephen Nassy kind of seems like the outlier in that regard.
Yeah, Caden Honeycutt was kind of the same. He said he honestly didn't notice anything, but Stephen Nassy is very peculiar about his Five Flags Speedway track surface and doesn't like for it to be touched. I mean, that is known. But he said, and I quote, "I'm not sure whose dumb idea it was to put those patches over there, but whoever it was should probably be fired." So, with that, I think that's a good way to close this out. We will see you guys Wake County Cars Tour next Saturday night, March 29th, and then we will be up at Dominion for the ASA Stars Tour on April 5th. But for now, that's going to do it for us at Five Flags Speedway. For Reid Scott, I've been Chase Folsom. Support your local short tracks. So long from Five Flags Speedway. Hey race fans, I'm Chase Folsom with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed the short track video you just watched, please be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch Grassroots on YouTube for more Cars Tour, ARCA, and other grassroots racing content. Check out Frontstretch.com for all your racing needs.